Alright, everybody, welcome back to Donut Like Donut Read. I'm Punty, and with me are a couple of the guys, Adam
At your service.
and Grim.
Rattle my bones.
And I have found a lovely little one shot for us today. It's an ancient My Little Pony fic called Murder on Flight 101.
Lovely.
And
That's exactly what I think of when I think of My Little Pony.
just
Murder.
Yeah.
In planes.
murder and plane jacking. You know, as you do when you're a horse.
With
This
your
is somehow-
opposable thumbs.
Yeah.
This is somehow not a 9/11 fanfic, by the way.
No, you would think so, but I think this might be based on the shitty TV movie Murder on Flight 502. I think it came out in the 70s, but it has pretty similar plot to this, so there's that. This is by Brightbow Rules. Yes, I'm sure he does. And the description is, when a bunch of baby ponies go to Waterworld by plane, they do not expect to be hijacked, left alone without any clue what happened to their teachers, and they're hiding from a national terrorist group. What can they do?
The ponies versus Al-Qaeda.
Beautiful two double question mark there. So, when they say Waterworld, is that a theme park or are they talking about the cult classic movie?
I
I
don't
believe
know.
it's supposed to be like... I think it's supposed to be knockoff, like, SeaWorld.
It kind of sounds like some sort of water park, like theme park.
The reason why I'm saying that is SeaWorld, seas, water, Waterworld.
When I first
Either
read
way,
it, I
makes
was
sense.
thinking it was like a water park. So that sounds like a generic name for a water park. Murder on Flight 101, Chapter 1. Murder on Flight 101. Sitting in planes is my least favorite thing. But going on holidays is. Except when you
Holidays
are stuck.
Wait, is that her least favorite thing then, going on holidays? Even worse than planes?
Her second least favorite thing is going on holidays, I guess.
We're skipping over the best chapter title ever.
Yeah.
Murder on Flight 101, sitting in planes is my least favorite thing.
That's the whole chapter title.
It's a bit, it doesn't roll off the tongue very well, but it sticks in your mind.
It sticks to you. Except when you are stuck sitting next to Sunny, who doesn't talk at all. All she does is read Who's Your Favorite Star? Magazine. But things could be worse. On my other side is Cinnamon. She has lived up in the snow all her life and owns the biggest and thickest snow boots in the world. She also knows how to drive a sled. You don't really have to drive those, but okay.
Oh god, I don't know how to drive this thing. Yeah.
These are ponies, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is 2003, this is before Friendship is Magic, so...
This is long before Equestria Girls. Sometimes the horses did have boots in the early iterations. Sometimes they did wear
And
boots.
dresses.
Okay. That's bizarre, but okay.
Little girls like putting boots on horses, I guess. I don't know. That's just the way the toy series was.
It's kind of just, what's a random thing a horse could do? Ah.
Shoes.
Shoes.
Trying to capitalize on that Barbie merchandising, you know?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
But the problem is that she has barely been anywhere. She sees a piece of technology like a computer or CD-ROM. Oh, this is so old. And nearly wets herself in excitement.
Whoa, wait.
Huh?
What kind of wets are we talking about here?
Okay, I
No,
guess
see,
she grew up on a mountain, maybe in a cabin or something, but does she not know about CD-ROMs or computers in the year of our Lord 2003?
It's not herself. It's herself. She sees a computer and grabs like a cup and pours it on her head.
She wets on herself figuratively, or she somehow manages to piss on her own face. I don't know.
Whoa, wait.
I mean, they're horses. Goats do that. They, like, roll over and pee on themselves. I imagine horses could do it, too. They are animals.
Punty coming in with the obscure goat information.
I was a farm child. I raised goats from babies for the 4-H shows at the fair. So, yeah, I have a lot of obscure farming lore.
Oh, yeah, we're one paragraph in, we're already, like, into animal water sports.
They're children.
No,
I was just thinking in a way, yeah, sometimes animals just do that. Not like, water sports.
Guys,
maybe I'm the pervert here.
Cinnamon does have one good thing about her.
Oh, yes. She does have nice curly brown hair, though. My name is Brightbow. Okay. I go to Sweet Mountain Magic College to learn magic. Well, learn isn't the word I'd use to describe it. Trying to survive in the magic world is more like it. Anyway, the point is that at the start of the year, we were all told that some selected students would be going to an excursion to WoW! Oh my god!
I'm going to WoW!
Splashdown! Splashdown is an exclusive theme park about 6 hours away in Orlandia by plane.
Us down in Florida, we love going to Orlandia.
Orlandia? It's the fantasy version of Orlando.
Also, she goes to Sweet Mountain Magic College to learn magic. I go to Sweet Mountain Magic College to learn finance.
I went to learn business. Anyway, students from Blue Mass Academy were also coming. Naburai.
Blue Mass Academy.
I don't know what Blue Mass Academy is. I guess it's not a magic academy.
You don't learn magic there.
Naburai from Orlandia is a long way to travel. Where's Naburai? Where's Orlandia?
I don't know. At least, like, Orlandia, you can kind of guess what they're going for. I don't know Naburai.
Naburai sounds like it could be a city in Japan, but, I don't know what province it's in. Would it be province?
Naburai Prefecture.
I don't know.
In the Naburai Province in Naburai, Japan.
Anyway, to me anyway, so 45 names got drawn out of a hat. I personally think it was a bit rigged, but a lot of my friends got picked to come to. Would one of you like to voice horse?
I will be country bumpkin horse. Hey, Brightbow!
I glanced to my left. Cinnamon was feeling the blue velvet-covered chairs in amazement. On a plane? Blue velvet?
I've never felt chairs before. Oh my god.
I grew up knowing only rocks and wooden boards.
We only have stools at home.
We sleep on piles of hay with a sheet on it.
I can't believe this plane.
Cinnamon exclaimed.
I have never, ever even been on a plane, but I reckon this has got to be the best ever. I mean, this plane has a water cooler.
These are just a few of the
low expectations.
Cinnamon's real backwater. She grew up on at a farm that just had a shack, no electricity, no running water.
She's so backwater, she's never seen a water cooler before.
They had to haul water from the creek to do baths and laundry. Creek. Sorry, creek is what my parents always called it. I am a farm child.
No, I was going to say, it sounds authentic because you said crick.
I grew up in rural Kansas.
Is Punty secretly Cinnamon? Punty, do you know you're recording on a phone right now?
Yes, I too wet myself in excitement when I see a CD-ROM.
Good thing nobody uses those anymore.
Yep. I don't have that problem anymore because CD-ROMs are obsolete.
Wait till you
Anyway,
see a zip drive.
of these are just a few of the luxuries of being students at the best, biggest magic school around. I glanced up at the movie screen. It was playing I Know What You Did Last Summer, a personal favorite of Bright. Wait, I thought we were narrating from his point of view, but then he said he's speaking in the third person, yes.
Bright often likes to refer to himself in the third person.
In his head. I must mention straight away that Bright is the worst, most annoying creature in the world.
Whoa, be nice to yourself. Come on.
Bright, are you okay?
What? I'm confused.
He is also the most cutest guy that ever walked the planet. Dot, that blonde hair. He goes around the world annoying people, is the leader of the club named the Three Musketeers, who just happens to have 9 members. Don't even ask why they called the Three Musketeers. Did I mention that Bright happens to befriend people who are only 6 years old, but happen to turn into a giant poisonous python on a full moon?
What? What are we reading?
Who is Bright? Is Bright our character, or is Bright the crush of our main character?
I think Bright's the main character, but he's narrating his life in the third person. Because that's normal. Yeah, well, that's Severius. Bright smuggles him everywhere. I reckon he's hiding on the plane somewhere. Snakes on a plane? I saw Bright.
Are we sure this was written before 9/11?
No, I think there's a difference between Bright and Bright Bow. Bright Bow is our main character. Bright is the love interest, I think.
Yes. Bright. Probably Bright Star or something. That sounds like a baby horse.
No, just Bright.
Her name is Bright. But no, he's they're calling Bright Bow Bright, and I don't know. It doesn't matter. None of this matters.
No. See, Bright, you know how they all had like different gimmicks back then, right? His was like one of those cheap Mexican toys where you press the back and it has a light on his chest.
Sure. He's just a shitty flashlight horse.
Exactly.
I saw Bright goofing around up the front, pressing that button if he need a bit of help, and annoying the flight attendant. What the fuck, Bright? Leave her alone. She's not paid enough to deal with your bullshit. My friend's in front, Dandelion, who has a twin who isn't magical, Lollipop, and Sunribbon, my cousin, were engaged in a long conversation, which included fiddling with the reading lights.
How did those... What? How does that
connect
to
the conversation?
Okay. I glanced around. I felt so bored, even though people were being killed and I know what you did last summer. Suddenly, the drink attendant came walking down the aisle.
Suddenly something completely different.
Excuse me? Do you have any vodka?
I glanced down the aisle. Bright's friend Poncho is waving his hand in air like a maniac. They're horses.
He just spreads a hand out of his shoulder and starts waving it.
He has like one of those rubber hands just pulled over his hoof, and he's just like waving it in the air.
It's just like it's like obscenely stretched over too, so it just looks like way too wide.
The drink attendant scowled and pretended not to hear him. Good for you, drink attendant. Poncho started to yell disgusting swear words. The silence was cut by Sunny, who finally decided to talk me.
The silence of Poncho's just letting out a line of cuss words.
Damn shit, fuck.
Alright, Sunny is finally speaking. One sentence. Who is your favorite star?" she asked. I groaned. I was so bored. I almost half wished that we would hit an air pocket or have some air turbulence.
I wish we would die.
Well, turbulence is common on a plane. It's just, I guess it sucks when you have to sit near Poncho who's swearing over vodka and your friend who's obsessed with a water cooler.
At least it would be more exciting than listening to Cinnamon talk excitedly about the free headphones, and Sunny making sudden and unexpected giggles every now and then. Okay.
Bright Star, I can hear Bravo, I can hear music in my ears.
And my friends in front of me and behind me were ignoring me. I tapped my fingers. Are they horses or not? They're horses, but the author doesn't know how to write horses.
No,
Wait,
you see Brightbow's hoof reach towards the counter, and then just fingers extend out and start just
It's a hoof,
So
but there are wiggly little fingers wiggling around like a crab that wants to be put down.
You see, I was gonna imagine it was like the BoJack Horseman hands, where all the characters just have human hands, but that is terrifying. What you suggested.
I like
awful.
that one better. The
it
hoofs
gets worse.
have extending fingers.
It gets worse.
I stuck my feet on the footrest and groaned. Okay?
No, it's just the 80s pony design, but they have human hands and feet.
Ew. Ew.
In fact, that has to be the thumbnail.
It's a normal
It's
pony. It's a normal pony, but it has feet like human feet on the back hooves and like human fingers just extending from the front hooves. I'm gonna fucking draw this.
Please do.
I'm drawing these little
It sounds
bitches.
cursed and I want
These
to see it.
gross bitches. Oh, I pulled on my headphones and wow, lucky me, I had a pair that didn't work. I let out a huge groan. Then I turned and watched I Know What You Did Last Summer. Someone was getting murdered. Man, that scream was so realistic I could practically hear it. That's...
Whoa.
Yeah, you hear audio. Wow!
Oh, wait.
Time out. Didn't I just say a minuet ago that my headphones were broken? I jumped up in my seat. Cinnamon heard it too. She gave an extremely weird glance. What an excellent line, Cinnamon.
What the hell was that?
Cinnamon snapped. I shrugged. Nobody else seemed to have heard it. Mind you, most of the passengers had their headphones on, and the plane could have crashed and Sunny would have still been reading her magazine. I stood up and squeezed past Cinnamon. She got up and cautiously followed me. I walked through second class and quickly went through economy, trying to look innocent.
Walk past the plebs.
Trying to look innocent. Were they in first
Wait,
class?
do planes have a second class?
They were... Yeah, remember, 45 got drawn, and they just happened to get drawn into...
Isn't it like first class, business, economy, coach?
I thought it was just like first class and coach. Maybe I haven't been on a...
It depends on the size of plane.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm just ignorant. I'm as ignorant as Cinnamon.
Yeah. You two grew up on rocks and hauling water from the creek. And quickly went through economy, trying to look innocent. But Cinnamon didn't help much, and she looked petrified the whole way. I pushed back the red curtain and pushed my way through to the area where the food plates were stored. I stifled a scream. Cinnamon and I were staring at a dead body of a flight attendant half covered in blue. Okay.
Yeah, alright.
So Blue from, like, Foster's Home?
It's spelled like Blue from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, yeah. Blue regard Q kazoo.
Oh my god.
Cinnamon whimpered.
I would kill to go back home and not know anything about technology right now, like what I did to this flight attendant.
Cinnamon and I quickly turned and ran back to our seats, despite the glares of some of the flight attendants who were giving us evil glares.
Did
Okay.
none of them notice the dead body in their, like, staging area in the back?
Yeah, they haven't noticed. They haven't been back there because they're busy dealing with the rich people who want their ginger ale poured a certain way.
They're all busy dealing with Poncho.
They're trying to restrain Poncho. He
Give
threw
me
a
my
hoof
vodka.
in the face of one of the
Where's
flight
my fucking
attendants.
vodka?
Poncho's drunk and disorderly despite
Vodka
not
next
having
sentence.
drank anything. Poncho's the real horror in the story. Cinnamon and I had
No,
our eyes
that was
glued
it.
to this. Hang on. I think I skipped. Cinnamon and I sat down in our seats, giving each other nervous glances. I looked up at the movie screen. Suddenly, the movie gave a sudden flash and vanished from the screen. Cinnamon and I had our eyes glued to the screen in horror. Suddenly, letters started to appear on the screen, like an invisible hand was writing them on. Yeah. They're using their gross, disembodied hoof fingers to write this. I know.
Ew, that's even worse.
Palm
That's the
prints,
horror of the
just
story.
Huge, just swaths with their disgusting hoof hand.
I know who you are. You cannot run, you cannot hide, and your bodyguard isn't here to save you this time. Suddenly, the words wiped off the screen, and a picture of one of my friends, Rain Ribbon, came on the screen. I gave Rain Ribbon a glance, who looked horrified. Suddenly, the plane began to shake. It was worse than air turbulence. The plane was dropping, shaking, spinning, and going backwards.
Whoa, wait.
How?
Okay,
Planes can't do that.
Planes
Because
can't
go
go
backwards.
Spinning.
It's not a car. It can't reverse.
Everyone's dead.
It was spinning. What the fuck is happening?
What the?
They're gonna die.
Yahoo!
Everyone started screaming. Bright was yelling, and North Star and Palm Trees, who were the biggest snobs of our school, were screaming and crying hysterically.
Palm Trees,
and
the
yet,
pony.
you guessed it, Sunny was still reading her magazine.
That's
Are we
actually
sure
kind of funny.
Palm Trees isn't from Orlandia?
Palm Trees. She's a native. She's just going back home for a trip.
What at going on?
Yelled Cinnamon. Bright's girlfriend, Bob. It's really Bianca. Tried to stand up and looked like a hunchback.
What would a horse hunchback look?
I don't
Just
have
pictures.
a good image in my head. It's not good.
I do. It's gross.
Anyway, anyway, Bob is screaming at Rain Ribbon.
I can be Bob. I
Yeah, you
guess.
be Bob.
Who's actually Bianca?
Yeah, since I had Bright's like one
Yeah,
voice line.
I was gonna say
Well,
it's
why
Bob's
is-
Steel Donut, but it's really Bianca.
Yeah. Why does Bianca go by Bob? Is there a reason for that?
Is it is it a gender thing? It's in 2003. They probably don't
trans
understand
horse.
gender things.
It's just like one of those memes. It's just trans horse, top text, bottom text.
Oh wow, I can't believe you dead named Bob in the parentheses.
How dare you?
Wow.
Bright
What a shitlord.
Fuck this horse. Anyway.
What the hell did you do, Rain Ribbon?
Screamed Bob. Rain Ribbon shrugged, but by the look on her face, she obviously knew what was up. Hey, what was this about Rain Ribbon having a bodyguard? Suddenly the plane stopped. What?
Somebody hit the brakes on the plane.
That's not how that works.
That's even worse.
It was normal. It was just flying along
That's
normal.
so much worse.
Everyone was grabbing onto their seats. I stood up and walked up to Rain Ribbon's seat. Bright was right behind me. Are you bloody insane? I snapped. What the hell is going on? Was that Bright?
No.
Oh, anyway.
I think that was Bright Bow.
Anyway, Bright just pushed past me. He looked worried.
Rain Ribbon, I think they're on board.
Bright said. Rain Ribbon's mouth dropped open in horror.
What?
She nearly screamed. Bright nodded.
Okay, they know what you look like, right?
Bright asked, and Rain Ribbon nodded.
They would know your seat number.
Bright continued.
So, let's swap you around.
Rain Ribbon was staring at Bright as if he was crazy. Bright grabbed Dandelion from her seat and made her swap places with Rain Ribbon. Oh, she's gonna get stabbed. Bye, Dandelion. Everyone was silent, watching Bright in horror. Bright continued swapping people. Poncho and Lollipop. Severius with Cinnamon and Sun Ribbon with Sunray. Until he was happy.
Sunray?
I don't know.
Sunray?
They weren't mentioned prior. He made Rain Ribbon wear a big floppy, "Hey, I'm a tourist" hat, and then he quickly made everyone sit down.
Okay, guys. Something might happen.
He began. Oh, yeah, really, you think? I snapped sarcastically. Bright rolled his eyes.
Just shut up and act normal.
He snapped angrily. Everyone traded looks. How come the people who are supposed to look after us, teachers that is, decided to take a private jet?
What?
What bad teachers? There's not an adult with these children on this plane?
No, there is. The flight attendants.
The flight attendant's not being paid to babysit these pieces of shit.
How can teachers afford a private jet in this economy? In any economy?
The teachers are on a private jet, and these horse babies are in first class on I guess, a pretty nice plane.
You say it's a pretty nice plane, but there's currently just a dead drink attendant in the back.
Yeah, that bitch be dead.
This is Spirit Airlines. Let's be fair.
Bright sat down and kept looking at the door. The eerie music of "I Still Know What You Did Last Summer" came on.
I still know what you did last summer.
Suddenly, a large echo of a machine gun going off made about 50 people scream. About 6 large men came barging through the purple and blue curtains. The first thing I thought was the fact that the men resembled truckies, wrestle guys, bikies, and terrorists all mixed up together?
Not bikies.
Wrestle guys? You mean wrestlers?
No, not bikies. Bickies.
Bickies. Wrestle guys.
Wrestle guys.
The first one picked up his machine gun and started to threaten anyone who moved.
Oh, he shot the machine gun so much it fell out of his hand, so he had to pick it back up.
Palm trees and North Star began to whimper hysterically, and Cinnamon, who was now 2 aisles down, covered her head. Guess who I was sitting next to? Yep, Rain Ribbon. She began to mutter quietly to herself. The "Hey, I'm a tourist" hat flocked about. The third man stood up in front of the movie screen. There is the girl named Rain Ribbon. Horrendous.
It's okay.
Show yourself, or... That's better. He shot an empty chair next to Starglow. Who's Starglow? Threateningly. Starglow fainted, by the way.
There's another.
No one moved or made a sound. Palm trees was shaking. Bright bit his lip and started to quietly count to 50. Where are you, Rain Ribbon? He sneered tauntingly as he started to look up and down the aisle. Suddenly, Bright stuck up his hand. Oh, his gross hoof fingers in the air.
Ugh. I still hate that.
What? What?
Wait, okay.
The man roared.
Hold on. We're missing out the big question here. So, our main characters are ponies. Are the terrorists ponies, or are they
I don't fucking
humans?
know.
And if they are ponies, how are they shooting their machine?
Hoof fingers. Hey, you started it. You started it, Grim.
I know.
I'm gonna have nightmares.
What? The man roared. Bright pretended to shake. Or hang on.
You may have stuffed up here, mister.
He began. Almost half the kids groaned.
I've never heard that used, ever.
You might have stuffed up?
You may have stuffed up there.
He began. Almost half the kids groaned.
You see, Rain Ribbon isn't coming today. You think she'd be this stupid?
Bright asked.
Stupid. She's gone with safety on the private teacher's jet.
Bright raised his eyebrows. Suddenly, the men ran down the aisle and into the little place behind the curtains. I could hear Dandelion begin to breath in terror. A few students quickly ran over to Starglow. She woke up slowly.
I saw my whole life flash before my eyes.
She cried.
It went really fast.
Starburst is only 6 years old. Apparently she's smarter than I am, and that's saying something. Everyone began to shake.
Wait.
What?
Starglow? Starburst.
Yeah.
Are they the...
Keep the names right.
Fuck this. Everyone began to shake. A few minuets later, a petrified-looking air hostess came running down the aisle and into the captain's cockpit. I don't like that. An announcement followed.
The word cockpit is already unfortunate enough to begin with.
The fact they spaced it made it worse.
Yeah, the captain's cockpit, if you know what I'm saying.
Wink, wink.
Passengers on Flight 101, we are 2 hours away from our destination point. We have come across a minor incident, but that has been solved. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask a flight attendant or hostess. Thank you. Someone was murdered. A minor incident. Murder. The air hostess finished. Everyone exchanged looks.
No. A minor incident. Somebody was murdered. There's about 50 bullet holes in the roof.
There's at least 6 terrorists on plane.
6 terrorists.
You have Hans Gruber shooting up the plane. It's only no biggie, you know.
Another random voice.
Tiny only gets one line, whole story.
That was a minor incident?
Demanded Tiny. Palm Trees was still crying hysterically. Lollipop was trying to calm her and saying it was over. I really doubted that. Terrorists don't just disappear. Yeah, especially when you're in a fucking plane.
They must have left the ship. We're on a ship plane.
What? Yeah, they parachuted off. Right side.
Oh crap. Oh my gosh. They're going to board the teacher's jet.
Wait.
Yahoo!
How?
What? Are the planes flying side by side?
What is happening?
So, you know that bridge that connects like the plane to the airport? There's one of those, but it's between the plane and the private jet.
Oh my god.
So you just cross over.
This is so stupid.
Are these terrorists? Do they have like their jetpacks then? Are they gonna like jetpack between the planes? What is?
Dun, 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 dun.
Cinnamon and I exchanged glances. It's not that I like the teachers or anything, but the trip went rather quickly after that, surprisingly. I think everyone wanted to get off this plane as soon as possible. Right, and some of the Three Musketeers tried to cheer everyone up by reenacting Bob's uncle's beheading. What? I'm sorry? You can't just drop that.
Ponies have modern day beheadings. What else do you need to know?
It was rather successful. Finally, to everyone's relief, the voice of the flight hostess came back on board. Flight 101 has landed safely on the Orlandia airport. On top.
They just landed on the roof?
On the glass roof, the skylight. And we hope that you've enjoyed your trip. Come again, and thank you for your cooperation. I hope I see you all again soon on another Naburai Airways trip. Thank you.
So
she said. Bright rolled his eyes.
I guess if the plane could just stop in midair, I guess they could just land on the roof without any problems.
Yeah. Bright rolled his eyes and yelled that he was so not going to go on Naburai Airways again. Everyone grabbed their luggage and filled off the plane. Bright was...
It's like a liquid. They're like a liquid just off the plane.
Yeah.
as one mass.
Bright was up first and started screaming with joy when he spotted the luggage conveyor belt. It took a long time to get 45 students' luggage. We quickly walked to the spot where the teachers were going to meet us, trust me. They threatened us all with stuff a lot worse than detention if we didn't show up. We finally got to the meeting point outside the flight problems office, but the teachers weren't there. Bright went straight into action.
Hold on, guys. I need to go to the flight problem office.
Yeah.
Did they kill the teachers? Like, did Bright kill them by sending the terrorists there?
Everyone on that other plane is fucking dead. And it's all Bright's
Even
fault.
the terrorists are dead.
He has so much blood on his hoof fingers.
I mean, then again...
Okay, if they don't turn up in 4 minuets, then we can all run and catch a plane to some tropical island with big fancy hotels and lots of chicks.
You have a girlfriend. Well, boyfriend.
I was about to say, no. It's Bob.
Bob appears to identify male.
Maybe they're swingers.
He yelled excitedly. Dandelion rolled her eyes.
I guess I'll be Dandelion? Oh, shut up.
She yelled.
We'll just wait here on these plastic little yellow chairs until they show up. Maybe they had some flight issues or something.
Everyone exchanged glances again. We all know what kind of flight trouble they were going to have. Sonny sat down on a little yellow chair and pulled the next issue of Who is Your Favorite Star magazine. We waited. We waited for what seemed hours. Students were getting up and looking around. We even sent a small search party. And then we had to send
We threw them into the air. They didn't see the plane.
And then we had to send a big search party to look for the small search party. They came back after what seemed a couple of hours. Sunbird? Who the fuck is Sunbird?
Sunbird?
Kept buying everyone food. Oh, thanks, Sunbird? From the stands. The stands? I guess food stands.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Dandelion and Sunribbon went to every information desk possible. But the flight people kept saying things like, it's probably late. Shall I check it out for you? I'm sorry, please go and join the information desk line. That line, by the way, was about 50 people long. After about 60 packs of M&M's, Smarties, and maybe 30 pies and
60 packs of
Or
M&Ms.
60 packs of Mms.
60 packs of Smarties, and maybe 30 pies and 60 tacos. This was what everyone ate, by the way. An attendant, a navigator, a policeman, and a lady came up to us.
A lady.
The end.
Just a lady.
A lady.
Jesus Christ.
I mean...
I like this. More characters kept popping up as the author forgot names.
Yeah, Sunburn, Sunburst, Sunribbon, I don't fucking know. Sunribbon and Rain Ribbon, they must be twins.
Poncho, I think Poncho might have written this story after some of that nonsense.
Fucking Poncho. There are 4 reviews.
Okay, Shadowfan999 says, too unpony-like for my taste. Oh, 10 years after this was written, by the way.
ERP, I just wanted to say that it seems to me that you didn't do much with this fic. If you changed the names of the ponies to human names, nobody would guess that it had been a MLP fic. Work more on characterization, break it into smaller paragraphs, and basically work on the plot a bit more and it might be better. But right now, it doesn't so much for me. Sorry.
You know what? I'll give the author some credit. I felt like the ponies they did talk about, there was characterization. Didn't really make them interesting, didn't really save this story from being weird.
It wasn't good characterization, it was just...
Yeah, it existed.
It existed,
LSFRD
but it wasn't really good. Poncho's whole personality was scream at woman for vodka.
And he wasn't really a main character, so...
LSFRD says, well, frankly, I'm kind of confused. I think you need to clarify what's going on, the setting, characters, etc., a little bit better. I mean,
Well, yeah,
it's fairly easy.
but
Terrorists on plane with ponies who have disgusting hoof hands and human feet.
these creatures seem horrible.
This is the one gimmick that they just decided to cancel in the pony line was the one with human fingers and feet.
I'm gonna draw one of them baby pony toys, but human feet on the back hooves and a horrible tentacle-like hoof fingers on the front ones.
That better be the thumbnail for this.
I'll work on it. You're not gonna like it, but I'll work on it.
This gives me great ideas for Dungeons and Dragons monsters, though.
So,
I really appreciate this story and you guys just for that.
The monster gently strokes his hoof finger under your chin.
Oh
What
my
do you do?
God. This is perfect.
Hoof finger?
Ugh.
This horse.
I wonder, can the horse fingers like extend?
Obviously.
Whatever you're thinking,
You're just like walking along like in a petting zoo. You just feel like something brush against your cheek. You look over and there's just long wiggling finger
Attached to a hoof.
whatever you're thinking, the answer is yes.
Yeah. The worse, the better.
I think we've created our best OC. Horrifying human horse abominations.
Yeah, it's... Oh, God.
Wait, no, I figured it out. These are the offspring of Drax and
Ugh.
Pinkie
Ew! Oh, she birthed a lot of horses.
Yeah, so they're all siblings. Oh, yikes.
That makes it worse. That makes it worse.
Yeah, no, Poncho just has fetal alcohol syndrome.
No! Damn it, Drax! It's because of the Madeline whiskey. That was certainly a collection of words.
It was
It was something that happened to us.
Regret? I don't know yet.
No, I'm good. I think I learned a lot.
I still have to process everything we witnessed in the story.
Maybe I'll process it better after I lovingly draw the hoof fingers.
And the feet.
Oh, and the hoof feet.
The feet. I feel like the feet are like full feet, but the hoof hands are just the fingers.
Just the spindly fingers just coming out of the hoof. Anyway,
No bones either. It's just like...
we have other social medias you could look at. There's a Tumblr and Twitter floating around out there. We have a Discord. Join if y'all would like. Don't contact this author. I'm kind of hoping they might one day write again.
The second chapter to Murder on Flight 101.
Anyway, just oh, they do have a second story. Anyway, this was an episode of Donut Like, Donut Read. And I guess, remember...
If you donut like, donut read.
Yeah,
Later.
that. Bye.
I need a
Bye.
drink.